Bum ba 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 ba. Star Wars. Hey everyone, welcome to our top 10 list, and here's my top 10 personal favorite Star Wars characters. Yes, The Force Awakens is coming out next week, and I am pumped. I am so pumped. And since I already did a ranking of all the Star Wars movies, I thought I'd do a top 10 of my personal favorite Star Wars characters. I love Star Wars, I love all the characters, so I did think a little bit, think about it real hard, but all in all, it's pretty logic who the best characters in Star Wars are. I'm pretty formulaic when it comes to Star Wars characters. Most of my favorite characters are a lot of people's favorite characters, but I have a few differences, and you'll all find out when you see the list. So here we go, here's my top 10 personal favorite Star Wars characters. And before top 10 list, you gotta have your honorable mentions. And my honorable mentions for Star Wars characters are Lando, Chewbacca, Count Dooku, Jabba the Hutt, Wedge, Plo Koon, Princess Leia, and Ahsoka Tano. Yes, great characters, but they just couldn't make the top 10. But what did make my top 10 was my number 10. And my number 10 is Luke Skywalker. Yes, the lead character himself, Luke Skywalker. He's great. Mark Hamill did a great job playing him. He's a great character. He's interesting. He's likable. At times, he's a little moody, and he doesn't ever listen, like Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie, but God, Luke is kind of annoying in that movie. He doesn't listen to anyone. He's kind of moody and pouty and stuff, and he does it a little bit in Star Wars. He's a little moody and pouty. But at least he's awesome. He's awesome in Return of the Jedi, and that's the main reason why I like Luke. In Return of the Jedi, he acts like a Jedi, and he's awesome. He's a great character, and like I said, he's likable. He cares about his friends. He is a true hero. Just he's a little moany, and that's why he's at number 10. But he's still a great character. Can't wait to see him in The Force Awakens. Some people are saying he's maybe a villain. Who knows? But whatever. Luke Skywalker, great character. Coming number 9 is R2-D2. Yes, if anyone thinks of a droid from Star Wars, R2-D2 first comes to mind. Hope it's not C-3PO. I'm not the biggest fan of C-3PO. Occasionally he has a good joke every now and then, but he's kind of prissy and kind of irritating. Yeah, like I said, he's helpful at times, but R2-D2 is the more helpful droid. He's the one that has all the starship plans in Star Wars. He's the one that gives the message to Obi-Wan from Princess Leia. He actually does a lot in the prequels, even though I don't like the prequels, but at least he does stuff. He kills droids, and he helps the team out. He does a lot. And R2-D2, he's just a great character. He's a great robot. He's awesome. All he does is beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. But he's a great droid. He's a very helpful droid. He's interesting. He can be even funny at times, even though he doesn't say anything. But he's just a great and a very iconic character. And I love R2-D2. I'm a big fan. Coming number 8 is Boba Fett. Yes, don't you just love the strong, silent type? Well, that's Boba Fett. Boba Fett doesn't really say anything or even do anything, but we all love him. We all just seem to love Boba Fett, even though he doesn't do much. But he's just awesome. He looks great. He's a bounty hunter. He's a smug. He's kind of a jackass at times, but he's awesome. He has his badass moments at times. He does go out kind of like a bitch. Like, yeah, you get accidentally hit by Han Solo, but whatever. He looks great. He's awesome. The only motive he has in this movie is to get his bounty, and you know what? That's fine. Boba Fett's just an interesting character. Also, the mysteriousness of him. We want to know more about Boba Fett. Yes, the prequels kind of ruined Boba Fett, but what made Boba Fett so interesting was, like, what does he look like under there? Is he deformed or anything? Like I said, the prequels ruined that, but when we first saw Boba Fett, he was just interesting. Like, oh my god, I don't know anything about this character, and I bet he's got a cool story about him. Maybe he does. Like, we don't know what happened between the prequels and the original series. Probably a lot of cool shit happened to him, but we'll never know. But yeah, Boba Fett, I like him. He's the strong, silent, badass, cool character. And yeah, I enjoy Boba Fett. I really do. Coming number 7 is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Only a master of evil, Darth. I love Obi-Wan. Mostly Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan. He's just a very wise and very kind teacher, and he's just it reminds me of like the old wise guy. He's just great. He's a pretty badass old guy. He does go toe-to-toe with Vader. You know, he does lose, but he becomes one with the Force and still helps and guides Luke. And he's just a very likable guy. And Alec Guinness just did an amazing job playing him. But I will say this, out of the prequels, Obi-Wan Kenobi is the better character in the prequels. Ewan McGregor did a good job, and he just reminds me of a young Obi-Wan. He's naive and a bit stubborn at times, but he still has that old wiseness about him. And I enjoy Obi-Wan. I just think he's a great character, and he's a very interesting character, and just very likable. I like Obi-Wan. Coming number 6 is the Emperor. Yes, Palpatine. Yes, dark side. Your faith in your friends is yours. Now, Skywalker, you will die. I love the Emperor. I love how silly and over the top he is. He is just downright nasty and evil, and he's just enjoying it. He eats up every scene. Ian McDiarmid plays the Emperor. He does an amazing job. He's just so evil and nasty and over the top and silly, and just, I fucking love him. I love the Emperor in all the movies, even the prequels. He is just great to watch. I love the Emperor. What else can you say? He's a silly, dark, sinister villain, and you just love him. Coming number 5 is Tarkin. Yes, Peter Cushing played Tarkin in the first Star Wars movie. I know a lot of people don't really know much about this character, but he's a great character. I like Tarkin. He's a great villain, too. Like, come on. He's the reason why Alderaan is destroyed. He gave the orders to destroy Alderaan. And in Star Wars, he outranks Vader. Yes, the big baddie. Tarkin outranks him, and yes, he does die in Star Wars, but he left an impact when I saw Star Wars. He's just such a memorable villain. He's just such a memorable character, and Peter Cushing just did a great job. He's just a great villain, and he's not like a villain who's like in your face and attacks you and kills you. He's more of a diplomatic villain, and he's a more clever and smart and wise villain, and I enjoy him. He's a logical villain, which is a villain I do like. Coming number 4 is Darth Maul. Yes, I'm just going right to the villains. Star Wars has good villains. Even the shitty Star Wars movies, they got good villains. And Darth Maul, just like Boba Fett, he's the strong, cool, silent type, and you just want to know more about him. Yes, you do find out a little bit more about him in the Clone Wars, and Clone Wars did it justice. I thought the Clone Wars did it rather well, and Darth Maul is just a great, great villain. Yes, Ray Park did a great job, and he looks just awesome with the dual lightsabers, and that fight between him and Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and the Phantom Menace is probably one of the coolest lightsaber duels in the fucking Star Wars movies. Even though the movie itself sucks, that duel is awesome, and the John Williams score, that just awesome. And Darth Maul is just a great villain, a great character, and like I said, he's just such a mysterious character. You just want to know more about him. And he's just an awesome character. He was my favorite character in The Phantom Menace, and he's one of my favorite Star Wars characters. He's just cool. Coming number 3 is Yoda. Yes, you're learning you are. Found someone you have. I love Yoda. Right when you meet him in Empire Strikes Back, he's just this little green guy who is a little crazy. Well, if you're on a planet, just a swamp planet for 20 years by yourself with no light, I'd go a little crazy too, and just Yoda is just the most kindest, most adorablest, most powerful Jedi ever, and he's freaking great. How can you not love Yoda? It's Yoda! Yoda is amazing. Yoda is the greatest Star Wars character. He's one of the greatest science fiction characters in movies. He's probably the most iconic character in Star Wars. Well, him and my number 2, actually, but he's just such a great character. He's just such a funny, likable, wise character, and he's adorable as shit, and he just all his philosophies about the Force and everything, it's just so beautiful. Everything Yoda says is either hilarious, or smart, or just intriguing, or just beautiful or poetic, and Yoda's just great. Even in the prequels, when he was all CG, I still had some enjoyment out of Yoda, but mostly in the original series, Yoda was awesome. Coming number 2 is Darth Vader. Yes, I was contemplating my number 1 and my number 2. I'm like, oh my god, who's number 1? I went Darth Vader number 2 because my number 1 is just a little better, but I love Darth Vader. He's just a great villain. Come on, Vader is in my last name. That is my actual last name, if you're wondering, but I love Darth Vader. He's just a great villain. He is the most iconic character in Star Wars, next with Yoda. He's just a great villain. He's my all-time favorite villain in, like, movies. He's just an amazing character. He looks great. The size of him, the voice by James Earl Jones, is just a great villain. I am not counting Anakin Skywalker in the prequels, because fuck that. Darth Vader from the original series is amazing. What else can I say? He is the greatest baddie in sci-fi movies ever. And my number 1 favorite Star Wars character, I think everyone saw this coming, Han Solo. It's Han Solo. I love smugglers, bounty hunters, and like rogue thieves in movies, and yeah, like Captain Reynolds or Spike Spiegel or Star-Lord or Han Solo. Like, Han Solo is just a great character. Harrison Ford, one of my favorite actors of all time, plays him, does an amazing job. Yes, he starts off as kind of like a cocky asshole, but then he grows so much more likable throughout the movies. He's just a great character. He's likable, but he's also cool and suave. He's a badass with a pistol. He's got a great sidekick, Chewie. He has the greatest starship in any movies. The Millennium Falcon, great ship, awesome ship, awesome ship. Pretty iconic spaceship, and just Han Solo's just a great character. I love his one-liners. I love that he's a badass. I love that he's likable. I love that he's charming. I love that he's suave. He's just a great character. He's the best character in Star Wars, in my opinion. He's just the character you care the most about. He's actually probably the more logical character in The Empire Strikes Back. And like a lot of people say that Luke's the main character in The Empire Strikes Back. I'm like, no, I think Han is. Han is the true hero in The Empire Strikes Back. Watch that movie. You'll see what I'm talking about. Han Solo is just a great hero, great character, and he's my all-time favorite Star Wars character. So yeah, that was my top 10 personal favorite Star Wars characters. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me who's your favorite Star Wars character. Give me your top 10 favorite Star Wars characters. Comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.